So, today, I'm going to be talking about my experience in 2019. This is going to be a very special video, alright? This is better than 2017 and 2018 combined, alright? I had a better experience in 2019 than, the 2 years before that, alright? Oh, I got stuck in the tree. So, 2019. The very first year I actually start paying attention to, YouTube, other YouTubers. I mean, I did watch YouTube for a while, and, even probably in 2016 as well. And something I forgot to mention, I also, watched, I watched certain YouTubers in 2017 that, I forgot to mention that in the 2017 video. Anyways, so basically in 2019, I started to pay attention to memes and stuff and stuff that happened on YouTube. And that was just the first year that I just really paid attention to what was going on the internet. That's the first year I really started to take notice and people's videos and stuff like that, trends, It's kind of hard to explain that I started paying attention in 2019. I was 13 in 2019. That sounds a little crazy to say. I was 13 in 2019. I'm already 16. I'm going to be 17 next year. Oh my gosh. I'm going to get so old. Oh. But don't worry, I'll still be here for you guys. There is a 95% chance that I won't date in the next 5 years. I don't know why I keep on mentioning that, but progress, just something else to talk about, I guess. But anyways, I started this channel in 2019, alright? That's one of the biggest accomplishments I ever made. And I started a series called The Koopa Show, alright? So, basically, I would just... Well, at first, I just did, I just thought of something off the top of my head, and I just started recording, and the Koopas did, something mostly pointless, alright? So there wasn't even a storyline to it. It was just Koopas going crazy, and, yeah, they were pretty bad videos, I remember, but earlier that year, I forgot to include this, but in school, I had this website called Koopa Learnin', students that are in a certain teacher's class made their own websites, and mine was called Koopa Learnin', and it was the most popular one, and I posted put a lot of stuff onto that, alright? And then after Koopa Learning was done, which was about the end of the school year, it stopped in popularity and it sort of ended, and I got uninterested in editing it and stuff. After Koopa Learnin' ended, alright, there's actually still a version of it up to this day, only available to people who go to my school. Alright, but there's still a version of it up today. So if you go to my school, and you go to the old Koopa Learnin' link, if you even remember it, then it'll give you a link to the even newer Koopa Learnin' link. It's like an archive that one of my editors made. Alright, it was made back in April. I remember one of my editors actually deleted the entire website because it was pretty much over, and I wanted the archive to still be up. So, I took one from, April of 2019. Wow, that's so far back. And it sounds so crazy, just me talking about that, because back then, when I would, even had Koopa Learnin', I had, a lighter voice and a whole different personality. So, I'm going to be honest with you, it's kind of weird hearing my deep voice talking about Koopa Learnin' and talking about an editor. Alright? I mean, Koopa Learnin'. Well, I had multiple editors, alright? One of them, edited it a lot with me, was a big editor with me. Yeah, I think it's fine to say names. His name was, and I don't think he's going to care if I say, Gabe. His name is Gabe. Now, not the G squared Gabe, actually a different Gabe. And something else, something else I can talk about in a different video. Not a whole subject, but I know, a lot. I'll just say it quickly here once and, another time in another video. But I know, basically, I know so many people that they're, maybe not completely friends with, all the people, but I know so many people, and at least talking to, so many people where there's, I know two Alexes. You know, one of them you obviously know is Astro Alex. I know two Gabes, the G Squared Gabe, and the Gabe who's the editor of Koopa Learnin'. Well, was the editor of Koopa Learnin'. We don't really do that anymore. I know two Maxes. I know... Do I know two? No, I don't think so. I know two Jacks. I know two Bens. I guess I do know another John, but I haven't talked to another John. Actually, yeah. No, never mind. I technically know two Johns. One is myself, the other is another John. And when I say no, I mean, like, not someone who I just heard of or seen. You know, someone who I've at least talked to a little bit. And some of these people I might not consider fully friends, but, you know, just someone I have at least talked to. I guess technically I do know two Jakes, except Jake the Fox is not... Jake the Fox's name is not really Jake, so technically that doesn't count, alright? I can't say I know two Averys. I only know one Avery, who is Gojo the Giga Chad, alright? Trying to think, is there any other... I guess not. I would say I know two Matts, one of them being Madman Pets and another one being another Matt, but I hardly talk to that other Matt. So I wouldn't really say I know him, alright? Just slightly. So I wouldn't even consider that. Anyways, back to the conversation. That summer, well, in June, you know, when school was getting really close to ending, I finally made my YouTube channel, and I got permission from my parents. I finally made The Koopa Show on May 29th, 2019. I made it when I was 13, you know. Basically, yeah, I did The Koopa Show. I pretty much told everyone I could in school to subscribe to it, alright? I think now looking back, I think the reason why I had so much courage and I was just fine with bothering to tell people to subscribe and, you know, think that I bothered them is because people, like, really thought it was cool for Koopa Learnin'. So I was like, you know what, I might as well just say, go to JB's The Koopa Show, because it was, like, related to, like, Koopas and stuff. Alright, so I did that. When I went back to school in 8th grade, you know, I still, like, advertised a little bit, you know, and then eventually, like, I started to stop uploading because I wasn't having fun what I was doing. Like, I wasn't having fun uploading. I really wasn't. Anyways, we're not going to talk about the entire history of the channel, alright? That could be for another dang video, alright? This is just the year 2019. But, you know, yeah, this channel started. Eventually turned into JB dragmotoxboss, alright? In fact, I'll tell you, I had a prediction, either in 2018 or 2019. I forget what year, but my prediction, well, not prediction, but I said I was going to once create a channel called The Koopa Show, and then I had to do JB's The Koopa Show so that I could signify that it was my Koopa Show, because there are a lot of other Koopa shows that are just called Koopa Show. And then I said, about a year after JB's The Koopa Show, I would create a YouTube channel called dragmotoxboss. And surprisingly enough, I was actually pretty close. Like, I was actually accurate, but not exactly. Well, here's the thing. It's the same channel. They're not two separate channels. Basically, well, I got JB from JB's The Koopa Show, so I'm JB dragmotoxboss. And that, like, I didn't name it JB dragmotoxboss till February of 2021. But technically, I guess you could say I was JB dragmotoxboss starting August of 2020. Alright? So, my channel sort of changed, alright? So, technically that prediction is true, but sort of not, because it's the same channel, and not technically the same name, but, like, you know, I went from Koopa Show to gaming. You know, I find that kind of strange how my predictions were pretty accurate, you know, well, close enough to accuracy. You know what isn't close enough to accuracy? That's right. You aiming your mouse to the subscribe button. So I recommend that you make the mouse more accurate to hitting the subscribe button. Please do it, please, because I want to hit 500 subscribers before Halloween. If I have 500 subscribers before or after the deadline, I will do a 24-hour live stream. So that should motivate you. That really should. So go do it. Go do it. All right? It's free. Easy. And you can always unsubscribe at any time. So yeah, aim your mouse towards the subscribe button, your cursor, and then click the button on your mouse. Left click. Yes, subscribe. I remember at the end of the year, the end of 2019, and this is actually another significant moment, but that's the first year I started playing Lumber Tycoon 2. I once, played with a friend that I met on Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2, because I played that a lot back in the day. And I was like, they were like, hey, do you want to play Lumber Tycoon 2? And I was like, isn't that the game you get to spend money on? And they're like, yeah. And that actually got me to join Lumber Tycoon 2, to start playing it, just because you could send money. Because I actually played the game in the past before in 2018, and I really didn't know what to do, so then I quit it, like one time. All right, I didn't even save to a slot or anything. I hardly knew the game back then. The game had a different perspective. I had a way different perspective on the game. But anyways, the only reason why I started to take interest to playing this game is because you could send money, and I thought that was super cool because you couldn't do that in Garden Warfare 2. Now here we are, almost 3 years later, and I'm the Icewood King. I'm sure there's people who get more Icewood than me, because there's always someone who grinds more than than me. In fact, I'll tell you, in 2020, one time someone said that they grinded for 2 million money, and I remember being like, how did you grind for 2 million money? How did you not get the money from selling presents? I could not imagine, getting wood and selling it for 2 million money. That would be so long and boring, And well, at this point, let's just say I've earned, pretty much almost 3 mil, because I earned the 900K from, selling wood, so I can max out this base. So yeah, well, little did I know, yeah, it's actually pretty easy. Well, no, it takes a lot of work and effort, but it actually goes by pretty quick. All right, well, for me at least, I never imagined, what used to seem impossible to me, basically grinding to get 2 million money, now is something that I can say that I have done. I'm going to be honest with you, that person probably didn't record it and put it onto YouTube. So imagine just getting Icewood and not even being, recording a YouTube video. Well, at least I would want to, record YouTube videos. That's how I get through this. If I just do this, silently, just listening to music, I just couldn't. I need to record a YouTube video without getting bored. All right, that's the only reason how I'm able to constantly get Icewood. Anyways, I had a lot of fun in the game. Stock up season was actually in season when I was introduced to the game, but I didn't even know to stock up, so I'm slightly disappointed, but that's all right. That's all right. Different people were showing me how to play the game. Someone gave me money and showed me some things, and I went one time, yeah, I got handed 250K, and that seemed like a lot to me, and I was like, this is a Christmas miracle. This is a good Christmas gift. And they're like, right, it is. Oh no! It's the super duper crazy Alex! He's gonna chase me with his axe! It's over, guys! I'm gonna die in this game! He's gonna get me with his axe! He's gonna get me! So yeah, at the end of the year, I watched PewDiePie's cursing in it, I'm pretty sure. Oh, there's Alex. PewDiePie's 2019 rewind, alright? And by, yeah, cursing, inappropriate talk, PewDiePie doesn't even do the rewinds anymore, unfortunately. I really like the YouTube rewinds that PewDiePie did. Didn't Mr. Beast do a YouTube rewind? I never watched it. It got more views than PewDiePie. Alright, but anyways, that was a very good part of the year as well. It's not really much else I can explain. For playing Lumber Tycoon 2 for the first time towards the end of the year. Well, at the end of the year, I played a lot of Garden Warfare 2. And also starting my YouTube channel. Those are the two big main things that happened in 2019. I can't really think of anything else. COVID did start in December of 2019, but I didn't even know of it back then, so I can't tell you what I thought of it in 2019. I can only tell you what I thought of it in 2020, because that's when I figured out. Alright? Yeah, it's just kind of like a walk down memory lane, rethinking these years, alright? I was way younger in these years, and I had a whole different mindset, and just recounting them is just, by recount I mean remembering Yeah, Alex just said hi and left. Okay. Because I DM'd him and they said, yeah, I have to go soon, actually, right after recording this video. But, like, just, recounting, oh, wow, that piece Icewood went in. Recounting these years is fun. Like, it's kind of cool, like, thinking back, like, where was I then? Playing Xbox and stuff, talking to my online friends, doing Koopa Learning. Yeah, Koopa Learning was a big part of the year, too. Doing JB's The Koopa Show. And now, I'm JB dragmotoxboss, the Icewood King. The Icewood King. And the life lesson teacher. Okay, one more piece. Alright, peace out.